Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to our Harmony Islands, where in the last episode, Jukirta began his big journey over to this tree where the bird had been circling the episode before, and we managed to find a new wandering creature over here, which I'm assuming the bird was probably hunting. So Ronu, although he looks very much like one of those wandering males, he is actually one who wanted to join us, and he is very close to the end of his life too, which is a bit unfortunate because he does have a brand new immunity gene which we could bring into the pack. Right now, Rasi number 2 is over here with one of his children, so I'm crossing my fingers that she's going to end up having a baby maybe with B and that special E gene that he has, because that baby would be so valuable to the pack. Right now, we're in the situation where most of our little critters have either H or G. So at the moment we need to see if we can find any more of those special genes, and that's why if we do find one of those wandering males and they have one of those special genes again, I might actually let them breed with one of our females. I know it sounds very, very strange to allow that, especially because they have those double no paws typically, so a lot of different flaws, but we do know that they can at least collect the acorns if the babies are born that way, just like of course Anasi over here, who has taken on her own little mentor in Komi. But we need to hopefully bring Rasi number 2 over to one of these nests right away, after she stays the night with her sister anyway, who unfortunately will be passing away right after we skip the turn. Rasi number 1, who had such a rough life, is right at the end of hers. So after she stays with her overnight and she passes away, we'll have Rasi number 2 make her way over to one of these nests, or possibly if we can get her there in enough turns, we might have her see if she can come over here and eat this fruit that has grown back. I'm not sure if it's possible though, because of course Rasi number 2 has a very, very low speed, and that's why I assumed that she wouldn't be able to make it there in time, just based on the turns that she has, and of course we want her to give birth, because there is a possibility that she has a very, very valuable baby waiting to be born. But I suppose what we could do right now is have Anacora actually scoot up here and pick up this carnivore meat, because thankfully on their very last turns here, on Rasi number 1's very last turn anyway, she managed to take out a carnivore for us, so she has done very, very well for the pack. Let's have Anacora actually peek in this grass too, just in case, just so that Rasi number 2 can possibly get through a little bit easier. And then let's see if we have some of these guys start picking up some berries, though I did notice there's something rustling back here, isn't there? Yeah, right there. Okay, this might be a problem, but we're going to keep a very close eye on it. Let's have Raremy actually pick up some of these berries. We'll have her peek in this grass. Did it move? It may have moved. I don't hear it anymore. Uh-oh. Okay, so something is in there moving. Hopefully it's just the bunny though. I feel like if it was one of those males, it would have moved toward our females right now, so I think we're probably safe. Okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I think that's probably a bunny, but again, I'm going to keep my eye on that very, very closely. So we'll have these guys pick up all of the berries that they possibly can. Lazri, you probably want to move off of this burrow, actually. Now, she is the one who was born with a lean body, which is excellent. I had no idea that a 4 in speed would be so good. I mean, look how far she can move. And she has the double claws too, so she's still very, very strong, and even the ram horns for that matter. So she could still take down a carnivore pretty easily, and she could get to him easily too. If she had to, she could just swoop in and save any of her pack mates. So we want her to stay in the area at least so that she can protect these guys, but she can't really do much for food gathering because she can't collect from the bushes. So for now, why don't you actually come up here and help out Rasi number 2 by peeking in this grass? It was a bunny! Hello, little guy. Well, I can't actually catch you because we only have one more turn with Lazri, so we'll peek in that grass. Really? Really? You're just going to like sit in the middle of all of my tired creatures? Everyone is way too tired to go after you, little bunny, and he is very much aware of that. Let's see, we could probably have Ronu actually come over here and at least guard this bush. Yes. And it looks like, unfortunately, I put him on the wrong side of that. So the bunny is still going to get a little bit of a feast, but at least we can pick one berry. And then I guess the bunny is going to pick all of the rest of those. But Jukirta, why don't you pick up the acorns? At least the bunnies don't seem to like those. So we can gather up those. We can have Cease move her way over here. She has the baby of Jukirta actually, so she needs to find a nest. And I was hoping that we would find some sort of nest over at this tree, but it seems like most of them— Whoa, wait a second. Hello, little bunny. There's one over here too. The bunnies are invading again. Great. It seemed like most of the nests spawned over here because there's a lot of savanna tiles over here. And it does definitely seem like nests prefer to spawn in the savannah. So let's go ahead and grab this bunny because we can actually get that one. Unfortunately, Colossi is very, very close to the end of her life. I was considering if we can't get Rasi number 2 down to this fruit, that maybe Colossi would kind of sneak her way back to this previous family, and she would try to take the fruit for herself. I'm not sure if she's going to have enough turns either, though, so we'll just play it by ear, I guess. And for now, we did want a Nair, I believe, to breed with Kirvan, so I suppose we could get started on that. Let's just make sure our mutation menu is actually set up correctly. Let's see, we have the runner leg and the big ears. Do we need the runner leg? I don't think we actually need the runner leg on these guys because neither of them have the no paw, so what we might do is place something else in there instead. Let's see, so we have the big ears in there, which is always good, but maybe we could try to mutate that red fur. I really want to see if we can mutate that red fur because that'll get us closer to the different styles of fur too, like the gray fur. It would be excellent if we could have that same little line of fennec foxes like we did on the last island, where most of them had gray fur and the big ears and they look like little bunnies. So let's have Enier go over here and breed with Kirvan, and then, oh no, because it's in the dark, she might not be able to get over there. Maybe he could help her. If he goes over here, then she could actually scoot right back into the nest. There we go. A very, very helpful father. He can pick up the acorns too, which should help us out a little bit with the food situation. Because since we did all of this exploring, oh my goodness, this little bunny has made so many friends over here. They are all friends with the bunny now. I'm going to feel very bad actually as slaying you in the next turn, but we're going to have to do that to get food. Because since we did so much of this exploring, we are quite low on food now. I mean, it's still over 100 pieces, but I do like to have that little safety cushion around it. So let's see, Renair, maybe you could at least peek in this grass so your baby will be safe. Though we do need to keep somebody right next to the baby, so I'm not going to move too far away. The bird is not in our skies at the moment, but since we're having new babies being born right now, I feel like we do need to keep a very, very close eye on the skies. Now this family over here, you know, I was thinking since the twin brothers kind of split this family apart, we may want to change their gems a little bit to make the lines feel, I guess, a little more different. So Comey, I was thinking that her middle gem we could change to orange, so she would have green, orange, green as her family gems, and then over here for Renair, we would change her gems over to green, blue, green. And I think we could probably do the same for Enier as well, so we'll change hers over to, yeah, just to kind of like keep these lines separate so that we know they are coming from separate locations, since the twin brothers were really adamant on making sure that all of their children would be separated after all of the drama that went down between them and Meme anyway. So let's pick up these berries over here because that might be just about it. I see that bunny scooting all over the place though, trying to pick up the rest of the berries too. I guess Kois, you could probably, well, I mean, I don't want to waste turns trying to chase the bunny, so we'll just leave her there. We will just keep a very close eye on that one, and hopefully we'll be able to snatch him up in the next turn. Now, Anasi, why don't you send some acorns down for us, and then you can pick up this one, and it looks like your little apprentice can pick up this one over here. She does have the berry paw though, so we do probably want to breed Comey at some point, because I am still trying very hard to get a little line of double berry pod collectors. We do definitely need those guys stationed around here, oh my goodness, with all of our berries. Okay, you know what, let's just skip the turn right now. We'll go ahead and skip the turn, and then we'll hopefully hop right on top of this bunny. Let's see, can I do that? Let's have Raramy, no, she can't get around there, oh no. Ronu can't either. Oh, this bunny is going to have such a feast. Luckily, we are guarding these bushes with Raramy, so if we can like scoop up these berries and these as well, then hopefully if that bunny hops like right here, we can snatch it up with our last turn. Let's see if it does. It might. Let's go ahead and grab these berries, and there we go. The bunny was too tempted by this last juicy berry on the bush, so we can slice that guy and then I'll leave the meat there for now, so that in the next turn when Raramy has a little bit more energy, we can gather that up. But let's see, we have a new little baby. Oh my goodness, the violet eyes are back. Yes, Thankfully, it seems like most of our creatures have the violet eyes and the recessives now, so we're probably going to end up with a lot of violet-eyed creatures just popping up out of nowhere. So this one is adorable. Anime, I think her name is, and she has the claw, of course, just like her father, and the running leg from her mother. So a half and half situation almost. Unfortunately, no big ears, even though we placed those in the mutation menu, and of course, no orange fur either. So it's taking a little bit longer to mutate that than usual, it seems. But I think we also want to breed Komi again, Komi and Tavanku, so we probably want to move their baby out of the nest. In fact, I'll do that right now. I'll scoot him right here so that he's out of the nest, and we can figure that out in just a moment, because, oh my gosh, top priority here is, of course, bringing Rasi number 2 over to a nest, and she did actually spend the rest of her night with her sister before she passed away, and actually, all of them kind of did just keep her company because she was such a big part of the pack. She was so helpful that they all kind of stayed around to help her pass away peacefully, I guess. But let's see, how far can we actually move you? Do you think we can make it to that plant in time? Maybe if Anacor continues to help you, you can go over here and peek in all of this grass. Ronu too, like we still want to see if we could possibly get some better babies with the better immunity genes, so maybe we should actually have Ronu breed with Anacor before he passes away. I know they both have H, but if we could get that E gene on any of these babies, then that would be ideal. So let's have Ronu come over here, breed with her, and then we'll get her to a nest very, very shortly as well. And then let's see, Lazri, you could also do us a little bit of helping here. You could come over here, peek in this grass, and then sit over here for us. And then hopefully Rasi number 2 is going to have a straight shot over here to get to this little plant. I think she'll have a couple more turns left in her. And if she can move 2 squares at a time, then she should be able to make it right over to this plant, and hopefully Komi won't mind. I mean, she's kind of like the queen of this area herself, the little alpha of her own little family. So she's probably watching this situation unfold with very, very suspicious eyes at the moment. But let's see, can we pick up any more food over here? Oh, it doesn't look like there's any in this area. We could have Ronu kind of peek in this grass at least, so we're a little bit safer, but honestly not very much. Is there any rustling grass over on this side of the island? It does not seem like it, so I think we're safe. For now, we'll just have these guys way up here continue trying to find some sort of nest. Though if they can't, then we're going to have Cisa move back to their previous camp very shortly, because they don't want them spending too much time out here. Let's have them peek in here. Since she is pregnant right now, she doesn't really have to worry about those wandering males, so that's why I'm leaving her so close to all of this grass. Though granted, a lot of our females are close to the grass right now, so it is a bit risky. But we'll just play it by ear. We'll cross our fingers that nothing goes horribly wrong. So let's have you pick your berries, I guess. Kukirku, on your last turns here, he is just clinging to life too. He can pick up some of the berries for his family so that they have plenty to eat. And Tavanku, we want you to breed as well, but we also want to switch around the mutation menu. We want the poison fangs in there because this is our poison fang line, and I'm still crossing my fingers that we're going to have Adam's fur color popping up pretty soon. So let's go ahead and breed with her. And then on the next turn, we should have a nice new baby to look at. And now our fruit is in the light. So we're going to try to leave this in the darkness now, like you guys have told me, and we'll see if that makes it respawn any faster than it did before. We do have some berries over here, though. I almost missed those. Let's have Anir move out of the nest so her baby can grow. And we'll have Kiravan pick up some of these acorns right here and knock down a few more for us. Oh, a lot more. There we go. Unfortunately, because we have this cactus here, there's not going to be any acorns falling. I don't think they fell on the nests either. So this tree is clearly not as plentiful, I guess, as the previous trees on our island, but that's okay. At least they have plenty of berry bushes around here and a bunny burrow. I mean, honestly, they're not hurting for food in this location. So let's have Kalasi move right here so that she can pick those berries, and I think we're good now. I think we're good. We want to keep Renair right next to her baby anyway, so let's have her move right here to peek in this grass. And then actually, why don't we have the little baby move out of the nest just in case that kind of stunts their growth. You can peek in this grass right here, and then I think we might be good. I think we might have taken care of just about all of the turns that we can. On the next one, we have to make sure that we pick up this bunny meat, of course. And I think we need to spread out our pack mates a little bit more too, so that we don't have this giant bit of darkness right in the middle. It's kind of splitting them down the middle, and that makes it so something could possibly spawn right there and really mess us up. So let's go ahead and skip the turn. Kukirku, it looks like you're actually staying alive. Or Kirkuku, rather. I keep saying his name wrong. Sorry, Kirkuku. And it looks like, oh my gosh, another violet-eyed baby. Tavon. Oh my gosh, you are adorable. You almost look just like your brother, aside from the different noses. And it looks like still, I mean, that black fur is really clinging to this pack. Even though Komi herself is kind of lighter colored, she does have the black fur in her genetics, and of course Tavanku does as well. So it's just clinging to their babies right now, which is fine because it's absolutely adorable and I do love it. But I'm hoping that we can make these two families a little bit more distinctive, just because they have made that division. And look how sparse it is over here now. Oh my gosh, this was like the most thriving place on the island previously. We really need to get these guys to their nests. But let's see, hopefully Rasi number 2 can make her way, yes, right over to the plant. Oh no! Oh no, she can't gather from it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Oh no, Rasi number 2, I'm so sorry. I just wasted so much of your life trying to get you over here. Oh my gosh, but thankfully, Komi can actually scoot out of this nest in the next turn. We can have her baby move, and then she still should be able to at least give birth to this child. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for doing that. Oh my gosh, well, I am learning along with you guys sometimes. That was just one of those situations, I guess. So let's see, Ronu, can we possibly have you breed with anyone else on the island, just so that we can, you know, just in case Rasi number 2 doesn't get it to a nest in time? We do want to make sure that at least one of the babies is born with your special gene. I guess let's get Anna Core to one of these nests very quickly. We'll have her scoot right down here, and then on the next turn she should be able to settle into one of these nests. Let's pick up this meat right here, and then Kois, if you sit on this side, you might actually be able to grab that bunny pretty soon. We'll leave you right there with your 2 turns, just in case, because it might come for this berry too. And then I think we might actually want to have C start moving back toward the other nest as well. So let's have Dukirta peek in this grass right here, and then he'll peek in here and kind of make a path, and there we go, there's our bunny. We'll gather up that meat. Let's have Rarami pick up some of the berries over here, and I guess we could have her possibly breed with Ronu as well, but we do want him to start moving down here, just because he's actually really close to the end of his life. I'm not sure if he'll make it another day. He might have one more day in him, just based on how Kirkuku lived. He managed to stay just one more day, so hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, this is definitely going to be his last turn at least. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, Rasi. So bad. Let's see, let's have Komi move right here. There's another bunny too. Hello. Are we going to grab you? Let's have Kirvan scoot right here, grab the bunny, pick up the meat. All right, he's being a very, very helpful father, gathering all of this food for all of his children. He probably should breed with Renair again too. So let's move, once again, all of these different genetics around. We'll pop that right there. Let's actually play around with this a little bit. Let's try to get a different mane color on their children. I mean, that's not really going to help us very much, but we'll give it a try. A red mane. Let's go ahead and see if that works. Of course, Kiravan is one of the very few who has the lighter colored mane anyway, so it might be pretty cool to try to mix these colors around. But let's see, we want Manara to possibly move right here so that she'll be protected, and then Renair can scoot over here, breed with her mate, and then I guess on the next turn she can settle into that nest right there. We'll have you pick these berries. You can actually come over here and pick these too. And then your little baby should probably scoot out of the nest as well. Actually, why don't we have her pick up this acorn? It could be like she's playing with the little acorns that have fallen from the tree. And let's see, is that about it? We have, of course, our acorn collectors over here who need to do their job. There we go. It seems like one falls on each side of the tree every single time, so they always have a little bit of a job to do together. And that might be just about it. That might be it. I just want to make sure that she's going to be able to make it there. So let's see, if we have Tavanku actually move right here, then we know that she'll have pretty much a straight shot over to the nest in the next turn, and that might be her very final turn too, so hopefully she can give birth to that child. And oh gosh, Cease, I almost forgot about you. We want you to start moving closer to the nest as well, so we'll scoot you down here. There you go, and then on the next turn she should be able to give birth, or at least settle into the nest too, right next to Anna Core, in fact. So is that about it? Kolasi. Oh no, this is your last turn too. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Everyone is passing away. You can at least peek in that grass to make it a little bit easier for us to settle into that nest too in the future. And I think that is officially it. So let's go ahead and skip the turn. Oh my gosh, there are all those skeletons popping up. Oh, that is so sad. Let's go ahead and have this little baby scoot over here, though, right where the skeleton of his grandfather is, in fact. You can go right there, and then Rasi number 2, oh my goodness, what a day for you. You can sit right in that nest right there, and then I guess our healing fruit gets to live another day. There's not really many other of our critters who really need it right now, because the only thing it heals is the red bar for when they get hurt or poisoned, as we have learned, or sick with the common cold. And right now it seems like our pack is relatively healthy. It was just that unfortunate incident with the Rasi sisters where they were poisoned from that male that really harmed their lifespan. So I guess we'll just leave it there for now. We'll save it for an emergency. That's all that we can really do. Let's have Renee scoot into this nest as well, because we'll need her to give birth on the next turn too. And I think, let's see, we want this one to go over here, and Anna can sit in this nest, and then Cease, you should be able to make it straight over here. There we go. Now let's see, Ronu. I'm really worried that these 3 babies that are about to be born are not going to have immunity gene E, and that would be like the worst possible situation for us. But I guess for now, what you can do is just help Raremy pick up the berries, and then she can come over here and pick up from this bush, since it has plenty more. And yeah, I think from here on out, it's just berry collecting and acorn collecting. We'll gather up these. We have a couple of berries over here to gather up too, so we'll grab these as fast as we can. And then Comey, you might as well have another baby with your mate as well. Just one more should probably be good. Maybe we should swap this around a little bit though. We wanted the red fur right in here. We want the poison fangs in here too. There we go. And then we can scoot her, let's see, are the babies protected? Yeah, they are. If she goes over here, then she can breed with her mate. And then we want to change Cece's gems over just like her mother's. So we'll change her middle gem to orange, since she's fully grown now and she can go off on her own and explore the world and keep everyone safe too with that big claw. And then let's see, have any of these grown up yet? No, not just yet, but we can actually change your gem over too, since you have your middle one. There we go. So that should just make these lines look a little bit more different, at least. We'll be able to tell which line, which part of the family each of these children has come from, just based on their gems. And we want you to get out of this darkness too. Oh my goodness, Lazri, that is not a good place for you. Though we certainly need to figure out who she's going to breed with as well, just since she has that lean body, and we want to keep that in the line. I am really impressed with the lean body. And poor Dukirta, oh my gosh, like our last remaining line of royalty here, and he is all out on his own, just trying to do his best for the pack, but honestly, he is having a hard time. He is really struggling with this one. So we'll move him closer so he can protect his pack mates. And I think we're going to start spreading these guys out as they grow too. So Cece, why don't you come up here for us, just to light up the area a little bit more. And I think I want Anasi to scoot around here just to peek in this grass. It was just a rock too. Well, that's not helpful. But she'll move back to her previous location on the next turn. And of course, the little baby can actually pick the berries too. So on the last turn, she was playing with the acorns, but now she's playing with the bush. We do actually need her to get out of the nest soon too, so she can grow up a little bit faster. But I think that's about it. So let's cross our fingers that Rasi number 2 is going to be able to have her baby. And hopefully it'll be a healthy one too. We want to see immunity gene E. So let's watch. Oh my gosh, and of course the father passes away as all of these babies are being born, and no, Lazri, oh gosh, I have you sitting in the swamp, and of course you got sick. Oh, look at that baby back there with the beautiful eyes, but first we need to look at this one, Anime. Anime, I swear we just had that name. Again, the game is doing this to me. Anime, we have number 1 and number 2. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to figure out a good way to explain that one, I guess. But there we go, immunity gene E, so we are getting somewhere. And she has, of course, that beautiful gray color just like her father, and his spit snout, so she has inherited his spit snout as well. And then we have this gorgeous baby. Oh my goodness, Taku. Oh no, double H, that is not good. I didn't want to see that. But since he has the big body and the ram horns too, he should at least be a pretty strong creature. Not as strong as our sentinels, of course, with the claws, but he will at least be able to help us out protect the pack. And he's one of our few males too, so any male being born is a good male in my book. And Mirako! Oh, that is adorable too. And look at that, you have those two different paws, berry and a claw paw. Well, there we go. At least we managed to get one with E. That was all I wanted, at least one with E, and we were able to have Rasi have her baby, even despite the fact that she can't gather from this plant. Oh my gosh, so we are going to have to really keep an eye on that. The only creatures who can gather from this special healing fruit are ones that actually have the gathering skill. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, but it was definitely not running through my head at that point. So in the next episode, hopefully we'll be able to find a way to mutate this red fur so that we can get some different fur colors on the island. It is hard to say how much longer we'll have with this island just because the December update should be coming out pretty soon. I am waiting for it to be officially released off of the experimental branch before I update my game because I know there are a lot of changes to the way the game is played, and I don't want to risk basically more outdated files, more glitches, more opportunities for us to lose our islands in the future. So I'm going to wait until the December update is officially released for everyone on Steam, and then we'll go ahead and try it out. We should have the aquatic genes, the water biomes, a ton of new different things to look forward to, so I'm really excited for that. Even if we end up losing this island again, I know we'll have so much more to look forward to. So thank you all so much for watching today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!